Good morning. I'm going to do some tactics first thing this morning, guys. So here we go. Yesterday I did a few tactics and wet the bed pretty badly on them. And it was one of those days where it looks like you know the tactic right away and you make the move and that little red box comes up there and it makes you want to put your fist through the screen. I don't know. I missed three in a row or something like that. I just stopped. I was starting to tilt. so that's where I stopped there. My rating currently 1553.3. It's probably a good thing I didn't have that session on video, we'll put it that way. We are looking at a mess over here on the king side on this problem. Um, so looking at checks right away, I see knight e8, which is going to win the queen, right? Heavens. Knight e8, king moves, knight takes queen, probably rook moves to safety, right? Or wait, there's no back rank threat right here, right? So yeah, just let's go 98. That looks like an easy one. See, already that's a better start than yesterday. Okay, good. And I expanded my viewing range here. Hopefully it's not too wide. It looks a little too wide, actually. But I expanded the viewing range a little bit so that you could see the solutions afterwards and all that stuff. Let me slide that up just a hair for you, and it might be out of range. Oh, too much. That's probably better. You don't need to see the buttons at the bottom in their entirety anyway. Okay, so 1556, we went up about 2 points. Going to the next problem. All right, so rook takes, knight takes, right? Any fork tricks? No. Mate threat on c7, so rook takes, knight takes, queen c7 mate. True? Um, what I am working on, by the way, I'm working on trying to move faster and solving these. I'm not going to put the solution in as soon as I see it. I'm going to double check it, triple check it, and those kinds of things, because just moving fast, there's a blitz rating for that. So I'm going to try to spot it as quick as I can and then double check it. So you'll see a lot more, a lot quicker movement there from me at the beginning. Okay, so rook takes. He's going to have to recapture. Would it be better for him to take with the king? Let's assume knight takes first. So rook takes, knight takes, queen c7 mate. Okay, so that works. Rook takes, king takes. And then it's a little trickier. Then we have the fork on f8. Okay, so that's what it is. We're going to go rook takes. Rook d7 was a good move, but not the computer's first choice. You know what? Okay, what about knight f8 straight away? Queen moves, and then... See, we lose the mate threat on c7 when we do that. This makes me... Because I think that wins straight away, right? I don't understand why rook takes d7 wouldn't just win the problem. So let's not tilt here. What about knight c5? Knight c5, rook takes rook. So yeah, I'm at a loss yet again. So rook f8. I'm sorry, knight f8. Rook takes rook check. Knight takes rook. Queen moves, and then the threat's gone. So it's not knight f8. Knight c5. Rook takes. Knight takes. And do I even have a threat? There's no fork threat from there. I mean, I could get the exchange on a6. Is that really it? Oh my goodness. I don't know that that's it. I don't think that wins as much as rook d7 does it? It just, I mean, it really looks like I'm missing something then. I'm gonna have to try knight c5. I mean, I'm sure this is gonna fail it. Yeah, it failed it. See, and that just irritates me because I found a win. Queen c7. What? Because rook d8 is mate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the one. Those are the kind that hurt because I found -8. Okay. Oh, that's the feeling I had yesterday. See, I found a win, and it wasn't good enough, so I lose because I tried something stupid to follow up. Okay, moving on. It's my fault. I mean, I've got to do better. So I will. I'll do better. All right. Um, Knight c8 looks like King c8. Knight c8, King c8. There's a little bug on my screen. Knight c. Still do. Get out of here. Knight c8. And there he is again. Wow, I'm going to stop the video and destroy half the things in my room here. Knight c8, King c8. And if the rook moves down, then he's got all kinds of squares on the seventh rank, so I don't like that. Knight c8, King c8, something like b7. Yeah, there we go. Knight c8, King c8, b7 should win. Let's go there. Oh my gosh. Rook c7 mate? Oh my god. I lost another 7 points for that. So here's the moral of the story. If you get a tactic right, you gain 1 point. And if you miss a tactic that you see something that wins easily, you lose 8 tactics worth of progress. It's just, I mean, it's maddening. It really is. I do want to look at B8, B7 there and see if if it wins slower or if it loses, because let's go back to the beginning of the variation. I really should stop doing these when I'm only on a trackpad, because this trackpad is embarrassingly bad. So knight there, there, and then I have b6 and or b7. What's the problem here? Is that he can go here. Right, that's the only move. Well, c7. But who cares? It doesn't matter, because how am I not? Oh, well, because of the rook. All right, all right. I'll go on. My tail between my legs. I am stinking it up. So my first 2 videos, you saw me not miss a single tactic. I am demonstrably moving faster, and I am down about almost 20 rating points already. So that is how it works in my training videos, I guess. My tactics videos. So what do we have here? We have a mess on the king side over there, right? And on the queen side, I have a back rank, weak back rank. I mean, honestly, this looks ugly for black. I'm surprised there's a tactic here that does anything. And it could just be, it really could just be, and they do this sometimes, it could just be that king takes h7 is the tactic. King takes h7, and then it'll show you that there's nothing to follow it up with, and it'll say unsound sacrifice. And I have a suspicion that's what it is, because the knight and rook both defend f6, and the queen. So let's calculate a bit before we do it. So I'm going to assume that the tactic is king takes h7. King takes h7, and then rook or queen over here, we can simply slide to g8, and yeah, that's probably the best move. I was looking at maybe interjecting with bishop h4 because it's protected by the queen, but probably not a good idea to expose g7 to maybe the rook on g1, that kind of thing. So that's probably bad. So we'll just say king takes h7, queen h2, and king g8. All right, at this point, something like king h1 threatens mate on h7 and h8. So I'm going to just move king f8 over, and then I can get out, and he's just down a rook, right? I think that's what we've got. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Alright, so here, the only two moves are king g8 and bishop h4. Bishop h4, I think, fails to rook takes g7, so we got to go king g8. Alright, hey! I got one right. I'll be darned. Okay, plus 3.1, and you can see that, oh, my phone, just a second, let's pause my video. Alright, sorry about that. Get rid of Cam Studio here and we'll move on. Next problem. Okay, so bishop g7, check, queen takes. No, bishop g7, the queen's pinned, right? Yep, that's the tactic. I'm going to go ahead and say bishop g7 is the tactic. The queen's pinned, so he can't take it. Ooh, the king can. Bishop g7 check. King takes g7. What does that do? Maybe that's not the tactic. It looks like it is. How about, nope, taking with the knight is protected. How about, well, let's look at it. Knight f6. Knight f6, knight takes f6. Queen takes f6, check. Ooh, I like that. Because g7 is, the queen can't block on g7 because of the bishop on f8. So, okay, let's go over the variation here. Knight f6. There's no check here, but the queen's threatened. So if the queen moves out of the way, then there's probably all sorts of weird discovery things with the bishop moving. So probably knight f6, knight takes, queen takes, and then what about if he goes king h7? Oh, king h7, knight takes h6 should be checkmate. So I'm looking at knight, whatever I said, f6. Hooray. Now he made a different move than I expected, so let's stop and recalculate here. Wow. It's going to be a bit more difficult here. What I think, though, is that bishop h6 is checkmate. Well, yeah, no. Bishop h6 isn't checkmate, but you have to just throw the queen away to get, or the, yeah, okay, so I'm looking at bishop h6, queen e8. So let's go bishop h6 here. Yeah, knight e8, of course. Of course there's knight e8. Why wouldn't it be knight e8? Email out of the way. So here we just got queen takes, knight takes, and I should be up a piece. That's minimum, right? Unless there's some weird tactic that mates him here, because there's, there's discovered checks and double checks in the air, all sorts of weird things. So I'm going to assume that queen takes is the best move, but it's not. Queen takes, yeah, it is, because it's check. Queen takes, knight takes, and I'm up a piece. Or knight takes, and who knows what kind of weird stuff. I think queen takes is the safest here. Alright, then we'll do knight takes. Irritating. Okay, so up another 4 points. I'm up to 1546.7. I should probably keep track of how many of these I'm doing. Like in the video, I should probably start out by saying, I'm going to do 10 problems. And that way I wouldn't get to where, okay, I'm frustrated, I'm doing one more and quitting. I don't want the video to be like that. So probably it would be the best if I said, let's do 10 problems on this video. And then that way I can move from there. Right away I look at queen e8 because of rook g3. So all those pieces over on the queen side are out of play if I do queen e8. So queen e8, queen blocks rook g3. And I mean, that just plain wins the queen right away. Now, there could be a checkmate or something coming in with the bishop on b1. There definitely could be some things. I'm going to go ahead and say that queen e8 is the move. Good. I mean, it's got to be. Well, you know what? It could be rook or bishop h7. Bishop h7 and then king. What did I say? King g3. But why not just king g3 straight away? Or rook g3 straight away. Is it because of rook g7? Wow. So it's that rook that scares me here. Let's look at bishop h7 first. Bishop h7. He's going to want to stay to where he can protect the queen. So bishop h7, rook, well, you can just take rook h7. So bishop h7 can't be it. Rook g3, rook g7, then bishop h7. Huh. Okay, I'm going there. Rook g3. Good. Now bishop h7. Yeah? It makes me want to cry. It does. It makes me want to cry when that happens. It really does. I mean, this is one of the things that I'm running into a lot on this site lately, and it just frustrates me. I mean, I know I can be more precise here. That's the problem. I need to learn to be more precise. So, I mean, it's probably the same theme. So, if it's not bishop h7, what is it? Bug, go away. I think I got him. All right. Bishop h7 doesn't work, so we need something else. Queen takes. Rook takes. Doesn't work. Yeah, see, I just don't see it. I really don't see it. And that is frustrating to me. Wait. Maybe I've got it. Rook takes, king takes, queen g6, check. He has to go, yeah. I got it. And I should have seen this in the first place. Okay, so there's that. We'll do a few more. I mean, I know this has been sort of a circus of a video. I am almost back where I started, though. I'm at 1551, so that's something. What I want to do is break 1600 on camera. I think I've broken 1600 a couple of times, but I just keep going on those tilty kind of sessions where everything's wrong no matter what I do, if that happens. Let's see. To me, it looks like just remove the defender here. Bishop takes e6 is going to be a theme. You can't do that right away because rook takes queen. So maybe that's not it. That would be the first thing I looked at, though. Oh, yeah, and there's problems on c1 in that line as well. So I'm looking for ways to fork now. H7 and the rook. Something like queen d3. If I play queen d3, he's going to have to play something like g6, right? Or f4 or f5. And then I can take on c4. Is that a true story? All right, let's go. Queen d3, pawn move up there, whatever, any, and then rook takes c4. All right, so that's one variation. Now let's look at maybe the other thing that crossed my mind and I haven't looked at yet. Queen d3, rook e4 doesn't work at all because there's no support for it, plus my rook's on it. So I'm going to say that queen d3 is the answer. Hooray! This looks okay, so yeah. All right, 1555 even. One more problem. I'm not submitting the last problem of the video until I'm 100% sure. So if this is another 15 minutes on the video, then you know that I've got problems. Oh no. Let's look here. Rook takes. Queen takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. All kinds of failure. How about rook takes knight? Rook takes knight. Queen takes knight. Queen takes rook. Rook takes rook. Everything loses. Okay, so that's not it. My first thoughts are not right on this. So what else is there? What else is there? Is this a tactic on the queen with an exposure from the bishop? So in other words, alright, here's what I'm thinking. Bishop takes f6. And we're going to ignore the knight taking for just a second. Well, are we? Are we really? Bishop f6, knight takes f6. Queen, whatever, e6. And, I mean, is that, do I win there? I think that probably wins. I mean, I'm 99% sure that the answer here is bishop takes f6. So, I'll calculate the rest of that here in just a second. Bishop takes f6. If the knight doesn't take, what if we do something like bishop takes f6, rook takes rook? And then bishop takes rook. That has to lose for white, or for black as well. I said I'm not moving until I'm 100% sure, but I'm 99.9% sure, so I'm going to do it. Ah! Okay, what is it? Queen e6. Yeah, see, I should have done that in the first place. Man, why didn't I even look at that? Why didn't I even look at that? Seriously, and then that. So, I mean, I had the right moves. I just had the wrong order. I just had the wrong order. So, this is one of those days where I just don't do as well at the tactics. I get impatient, and it's on video for everybody to see. So, this is a good indicator of things I need to work on in chess in general and not just in tactics. So, well, thanks for watching. I'm sure it was pretty entertaining to watch my emotional roller coaster there. But I'll try to do better next time. So I ended at 1548. We're down probably about 7 rating points from where I started. Okay, we'll see.